It's been a crazy 24 hours because we've got Burkina Faso telling the UN to go do one. We've got Zelensky, hat in hand still, going, please can I have some more weapons? And for some reason, Europe is footing the bill for them. I don't know what's going on there, but let's dig into the news and find out. Emily Peltonen, a respected member of the Finnish parliament, was found dead on Tuesday in the parliament building in Helsinki. Police have confirmed the death as apparent suicide. As a mark of respect, Prime Minister Petteri Orpo has suspended all political work. Our thoughts are with his family and colleagues. In northern Sweden, the historic Kiruna Church has begun a remarkable 5-kilometre journey to escape being swallowed by an expanding iron ore mine. Built in 1912 and voted Sweden's best building of all time, the 672-ton wooden church is being carefully transported on beams and wheels at just 1.5 kilometres an hour. Thousands have gathered in Kiruna to witness the 2-day move, joined by Sweden's king and live performances. Officials have already relocated over 20 buildings since 2004, but the church remains the most challenging and symbolic of them all. President Trump has said it is impossible for Ukraine to regain Crimea or join NATO. In an interview with Fox and Friends, he explained that Kiev had sought NATO's help to reclaim the peninsula, but both requests were rejected. Trump noted that Russia took Crimea without firing a shot and has always opposed NATO expansion to its borders. While he has suggested land swaps as part of wider peace talks, Trump made clear that Crimea will remain under Russian control. A controversial moment in Ukrainian soccer this week. A midfielder received a yellow card for speaking Russian during a women's top league match. Referee Anastasia Romaniuk said she warned the player that only Ukrainian should be spoken on the pitch, calling Russian unacceptable in the national championship. The call has reignited debate as Ukraine has passed laws since 2014 restricting the use of Russian, while Moscow continues to cite the treatment of Russian speakers as a key issue in the ongoing conflict. Russia has returned the remains of 1,000 Ukrainian soldiers, according to presidential aide Vladimir Medinsky. In exchange, Moscow received the bodies of 19 Russian troops from Kiev. Medinsky said the transfer was carried out under the Istanbul agreements. Ukraine's coordination headquarters confirmed the return. This latest exchange follows recent talks involving President Putin, Trump and Zelensky, where a possible path to ending the conflict was discussed. Russia says thousands more Ukrainian remains are still set to be repatriated in stages. In a new initiative announced by DHS Secretary Noam, the border wall is being painted black. According to the secretary, the darker colour will make the wall hotter in the sun, making it more difficult and painful to climb. The move is part of the administration's ongoing efforts to enhance border security. Air Canada has struck a peace deal with its cabin crew union after nearly a week of strikes that grounded flights and stranded more than 500,000 passengers. The dispute over pay and unpaid work saw the government order flight attendants back on the job under binding arbitration. Some flights are now resuming, but the airline warns cancellations could continue for up to 10 days as it rebuilds its schedule. Passengers face different rights depending on where their trip began, with UK travellers better protected than those departing from Canada. Spain is declaring disaster zones after wildfires burned more than 382,000 hectares, an area twice the size of London. The blazes, fuelled by one of Spain's longest heatwaves on record, have killed 4 people and forced thousands to evacuate. Firefighting units from across Europe have joined Spanish crews as flames continue in the northwest and southwest. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez warned of critical moments ahead and said the government will provide aid and reconstruction funds once the fires are contained. That was your bite-sized news on the 20th of August 2025. Thanks for joining me, and for all my other content head over to Brooker.tv. So all that's left for me to say is thank you, God bless and goodbye.